Thank you very much for being here with us. So in Poland, it's 1 more hour than Portugal, yeah? Now it's 1 p.m.
Yes. Yes, it's 1 p.m. So just like, no, in London, it's just like in Portugal.
Yeah, and now you are in Warsaw.
I'm at home because I'm working at home. So now I have a break in my standard work and I'm talking with you. But usually I'm working from home because my standard work is actually the office is in the other city. So I have home office almost all the time.
Okay, good. So thank you very much for being here with us. Thank you that are listening here our talk. For sure, we're gonna have a lot of insights here that will allow you to be inspired also. If you want to ask some question, make sure that you write down on the comments, and please share with another friend in order that we can get more people. So let's start. First of all, Agnieszka, tell us, who is Agnieszka?
What? Once again? What?
Who is Agnieszka?
Okay, who is Agnieszka? Wow, actually the difficult question. I'm a girl. I'm 45 years old. I'm passionate of dance and music. I think I'm a standard girl, warm and who really love to people. I could not stand alone apart from the people. I'm completely into the crowd and into the people. So this is it. The second thing is that because I love people, I also love to teach them. And probably that is why I teach so long, because I'm patient. I really have a patience to the people. So almost no one can really piss me off. So rather, if I'm angry from somebody, this person really had to do something wrong or something really, really strong.
And so like we say here in Portugal, the strongest poison are served in small packages. And you are a small girl, but you are a powerful girl. Hugo Boss,
I hope so. I hope so.
What are you doing nowadays professionally?
Professionally, I'm right now a project manager. I'm working in the IT company. So my company is providing IT services for the other companies. And but I'm not technical at all. So my sister is all the time smiling that this is the biggest joke of my life, that I'm completely not technical. If something wrong with my computer, I'm what's going on? But I'm working with the technicals, and because I can talk with the people, that is why I can cooperate with the technical guys to cooperate the technical projects and everything. So this is my daily work, and it's great because it's completely something different from the things that I'm doing after the job. So the dance. And these two things giving me power to each other. So in my standard or daily work, because I can communicate with the people, I have patience, I can listen to them, that really helped me to manage sometimes very difficult situation with the people. And the dance, yes, the project management giving me some kind of information how to lead some kind of events and everything. So these two things are cooperating and helping each other.
Okay, let's go for the dance part. When you start dancing, and what were the styles of dancing that you first start learning?
Okay, so I think I'm dancing for a little child because I was doing a sport and acrobatic and all that stuff. So I was moving all my life. In 5th class of the primary class, Dirty Dancing, the movie appeared in Poland, and I went, I went to the movie. And then after this movie with my girls, with my friends, we went to the first mambo class. I had something like 12, 13 years old, something like this. And then we were dancing like the basic step of, we heard that this is mambo. Okay. And after many, many years, it was 15 years ago, something like this, I met some kind of friends, And then invited me to the party. Come, dance with us. It will be salsa. I didn't know what is this. When I entered the club, I saw, oh, it's mambo. No, it's salsa. Come on, it's mambo. I know the steps. No, you will see the difference soon. So, sorry. So I saw the difference very, very soon. And I started to dance. So that put me into the crowd, into the people, and just started to dance. I was naturally follower, so I had no problem to do it. So my first dance was salsa. After 1 year, I started to dance in the salsa formation here in Poznań, and we started to perform around the Poland. We won a lot of competitions on all that things. And something like 13 years ago, bachata appeared. One girl from Poland started to push a lot of bachata, and I fall in love in bachata. That time with my previous dance partner, we started with bachata. And about 10 years ago, we started to teach bachata. It was our own methodology of teaching that. And 1 year later, or 1 year and a half, we started to teach Kizomba people because people pushed us to teach Kizomba. There was no one here who was teaching that. There was just few people who started to see how it looks and started to dance. So that is my story of dance.
You are saying that it was more or less 9 years ago that you start teaching, but
10 years ago.
10 years ago, Kizomba, that you start teaching Kizomba.
No. First was salsa. At the beginning was salsa, mainly just like an assisting something, even 11 years ago. Then I had something like a solo salsa. Then it was bachata. And after 1 year, so 9 years ago, it was Kizomba.
Exactly. So regarding that, you start teaching 9 years ago, but when was your first contact with Kizomba? What was your feeling when you saw Kizomba for the first time? We always have this curiosity because a lot of people have different approach. For example, myself, I felt in love immediately for the music, although I didn't know how to dance. And Paula hated Kizomba at the beginning because she associated the music to a bad way of dancing. So only after when she saw a proper movement, she felt in love with the dance and with the music. How was for you?
I saw Kizomba first time, it was something like 2007 or something like that. And it was in Gdańsk. We had a Biba Salsa, so a huge party just with dancing, only party, nothing else. At the beach, and in the evening we had the parties. So I saw it first time. There were few people from Warsaw who were dancing that. And the main organizer was trying to teach. He was connected before closer to tango, and when he saw Kizomba, he wanted to teach Kizomba, Paweł Deleski. So I started then. I fall in love in that, but I had some problems with, I couldn't follow one thing. And one guy told me, you need to do the cha-cha here. It was Virgula. And when I saw it and I started that, everything goes just like this. So I was falling in love from the beginning. Music was different that time than right now. It was much more ghetto zouk. That was that time, 12 years ago, 13 years ago, that mostly it was ghetto zouk. And I was completely in love in that. Then I went, I think, to Warsaw Kizomba Festival or Salsa Warsaw Festival, something like this. And I was dancing with my previous partner. We had one workshop in Poznań, I organized one workshop in Poznań, and he didn't like it. And then we went to your class. It was separated. Paula, you were doing with the some kind of movement with girls. Ricardo, you took the guys, and you showed women Saida. And Paweł appeared to me, Aga, I need to show you something. Look, and he did the Saida. It works. I love that guy.
Yeah,
really?
Because Paweł is very methodic, so he will like every single detail. So this is interesting.
Yeah,
the next question. Right. That was the first time that you met us. It was there in that festival, in that workshop.
Yeah. Yes. I think that was the first time. I think that was the first time, and then we went to Porto for Dimash.
Okay.
So that was the second time we met each other.
Today, the 5th of August, it's the anniversary of Mushima that we always celebrate during the Dimash. So today we are doing 14 years of Mushima Bar. For those that don't know, Mushima is our club. It's a project that we have that we start the 5th of August of 2006. And Afro-Latin Connection born a year before, so it was September, end of August of 2005. And today we are celebrating at home. We're gonna do a small party on Friday, but it's a different party because in Mushima now we can still not dance. The only way of being there is seated on tables. You need to book a table. We talk, we do some games like karaoke and stuff like that. But this Friday we're gonna have shows. Luna and Angela will perform there. Me and Paula, Luna and Katarina, because the stage can be used. But unfortunately this year it will not be the huge party that it is. Good, you want to ask the next one?
You already answered to us when we met us. Okay, what made you decide to do the teachers training with us?
Actually, that was a gift from my dance partner and my partner that time, the birthday gift.
So we are speaking
yes,
about, you made the second edition of Kizomba Teachers Training that happened in May of 2013.
Yes, we couldn't attend the first edition. We wrote to you that we cannot attend the first edition because we had some events here in Poland, and we wrote to you if there will be second edition, please. Ah, sorry. Sorry. It's tablet, sorry. So we couldn't attend the first edition, and we signed up to the second edition. So that was 2000. You say it's 12 or something like this, the second edition. Yes, what made us, the first thing was that we had a methodology how to teach bachata, and we started to teach Kizomba, and we were teaching like, I don't know, 2 years or more than 1 year. And we saw that, okay, you have a really good technical instruction how to do things. That was the first thing. And the second thing, you knew the methodology. So what should be first, what should be next? And we said, okay, this is a good occasion to hear you, maybe because you can help us how to teach better Kizomba. In my opinion, Kizomba is the dance, the most difficult dance to teach. Bachata is, I think, quite easy, much more easier than Kizomba. Salsa is also, because you have the basic step, you can do the figures. But in Kizomba, if you do not have the basic, you cannot do anything. So if it is really difficult even to do some kind of open class before the party to show people how Kizomba is, because you cannot do almost anything, just few steps. Anything else will be just choreography, and that's all. So that time we wanted to do a lot, but I saw that it cannot work because it's too much for the people. And if you do only basic, it can be boring. So let's hear what the people who has much more, experience can tell us. So that was thing, and of course we fell in love in you, you know it. That time, so that's why we decided that we have to be at this course and do this course, and it really helped us a lot. I'm still teaching with this technology, actually, this methodology. Actually, I'm still teaching with that.
Good. I'm so happy to hear that. We remember that you were one of our most participative students during the training. We're all the time asking questions, all the time like, but why you do this and don't do like that? There in Poznan, you usually do like this, pumba, the phone go. And you know that we learn a lot with all your questions and all the process in this level too. Because every time you ask something, you were like almost putting in cause the why we were doing that. So it made us
think
we had the need to think a lot more about the process and why we were doing like that. And you were giving the example of how it happens in Poland. So we had this insight also that we need to adapt the training in order that people that come from different parts of the world that have different realities, they need to know that this work good here in Portugal, but maybe cannot work exactly like this in other countries. So we start changing also the way of communication a little bit because of you, because you were that stubborn student that was all the time like, bah, 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 bah. And it was very funny. Let me ask you this now. because of that question, this might be something from your personality, and I'm telling you, and I'm saying thank you for being like that. But were you completely receptive to learn when you get there? My question,
Yes.
as you already had experience and you already had some kind of methodologies, you have some ideas that you were following, were you completely open to receive what we have to share? Or this was a process that was changing during that 4 or 5 days that you were with us? You remember that?
Yes, I remember. In my opinion, I was completely open. I'm that person that I'm open. I'm taking the information. I'm not that, okay, I know better. I have some ideas, I have some knowledge, but I know that people can have better knowledge because of experience and a lot of information that received. So that time I was giving a lot of questions because I'm that kind of person. I'm asking, I'm talking. That helped me to understand, and that helped me to compare my knowledge with the other people. So that's why I'm asking the questions. So that helped me to learn, actually. I was not close that I know better and I have this, so what can you say to me? This is not like this. I was asking because I wanted to know. I wanted to compare.
And then you gave us the best feedback, because you first were the one that was all the time putting in question if the methodology was good or not. But then you gave us the best feedback, because you told that it works, because you made one of the group that you have teaching, that you were teaching, and you used our methodology to test. And you said that to us, you were humbled to say that to us and saying it works. And that for us was even better, because you were the ones that were all the time, and then after you gave us a good feedback, and that's very nice thing, and it works. Thank you.
So you know that although we were already, even that time, we had already a lot of experience teaching, because we started teaching around 2001, Kizomba. The methodology suffered a lot of evolutions and changes, and then we need to start teaching our instructors how to teach, but we had them side by side with us weekly, so it was easy. And then in 2013, we do the first edition of the teachers training, and when you came, it was just the second edition, so we were very insecure. I think we shared that with you at the time. We were very insecure in the way of the expectation that people can have, the investment that they were doing, if they can collect what they were expecting to have. So when you arrived with all that questions and with all that comparisons, for us, it was like, damn, they are not enjoying it, and it messed up with our trust. But this was amazing that happened, because it gave us tools to deal with that and to improve and to get to the next stage of our capacity of teaching instructors. And some of them that arrived to our trainings, some of them, they were even more experienced than us in other styles of dance. They were teaching for more years than us. I remember people that attend the training that are teaching for 35 years or something like that. So having this opportunity with you of putting us in a position of uncomfort allow us to grow in a way that we could manage better other situations. Did you have this notion that in somehow you create some insecureness in us? Did you felt that, or no?
No, this is the first time that hearing that. So I'm really happy that I was annoying, but that helped you a lot.
and you know that we are all of us, we are learning during the years, and that's why we get better in everything we do, people in general. And it's interesting now to look back and see the amount of things that we had as evolution without conscience, that now looking back we can understand that to apply to our day of today. And it's a fact, because we are reading a lot, and all the gurus of self-improvement, they say that you need to be placed in a position of uncomfort in order that you can be able to move forward in your ladder of improvement. including there is a sentence that says, if you are the smartest person inside of a room, you are in the wrong room, because you will never learn nothing more. So being in this situation, looking back, we are very thankful for people like you and many others that were like
kicking our ass.
Because in your case, it was your personality. You just wanted to know. But we know that there were some people that were doing the questions in order that they would test us to know what to watch what would be our reaction and our answering. And we are very thankful for all of you that made that, because allow us to grow. So we have here something. First, before that, because you start creating your project, you have your own school, you organize festivals, you perform, you have teams, but you decided also to come to the level 2. That happened in March 2014. It was the first edition of the level 2, the teachers training. It was an amazing group back then. Adonis and Nara, Milo, a lot of people that are very successful nowadays in the scene. And we are very glad that we could make part of your growing. But what made you take the decision, okay, let's do one more investment, let's go to Portugal to do the level 2, to learn something with these people?
Okay, so I do not have my own school. So this is the information. I'm just teaching for the other schools. When we saw that the first level works, we decided to go to the second level to hear what you have more. So that was an interesting, so okay, something is working, what you can give us more. So that was natural process. We did the first level, it was working, we wanted to learn more, we wanted to have much more information from you. So the decision was quite easy. For me, I was decided really to go. And also Pavel that time wanted to go, because we really thought that can help us a lot in the teaching for the next levels. So that was easy.
So I want also to, because one of our objectives during the trainings is not only to share information, to share process, methodologies, but it's also to try to inspire and to fulfill people of energy in order that they can change the world when they get out of the training. Did you felt this input of adrenaline after the training, with like you felt recharged in order that you can do more stuff at your hometown, or this was a flop in that way?
No, it was. I remember that I was there alone without my partner because he couldn't come. And I had the double job because I had to do the work for girl and for the guy also. So that was difficult for me. And we also were working, you were working with us personally. So that was a challenge also for us because we need to focus also not on what we will tell to the people, but what we should have in our body. So that challenged me a lot because I saw many people like, you know, Hara, Adonis and Milo, you mentioned, and João and a lot of people. They were from many different countries, quite good level. And that was quite difficult for me because I was thinking that I'm dancing a lot, I'm teaching quite long, but actually people have different vision of things. So I need to be really focused what I'm doing, if I'm delivering good product to the people. And I know that time also, let's call it real Kizomba appeared. So Ghetto Zug and all that stuff was a little bit lower, and the real Kizomba, real Samba started to be there, and I saw it and I said, oh my God, I need to do a lot with my body. I need to reorganize my body movement and everything. So all that thing I saw in Porto and discussing also with you and, you know, working about the body movement, everything, I saw I have a lot to do. So I really started to work hard, even harder than before, after that training.
Nice. You know, we have other examples, yes? Several examples, different examples of relationships between dance partner, yes?
Yes.
you had with Pavel a relationship. You were partners,
Yes.
but you were also in a relationship. But then you broke up, and you decided also to split your partnership also. Yeah.
Yes.
But you manage that in a very good way, and here you can see, as a woman, it's very hard. It's even hard to keep doing the job and keep having success. But I saw you work a lot. I saw that you made lots of trainings with other teachers, different teachers. I want you to let, to all the people, to let you say how hard it was and what you made to do like this and go up again, please.
Okay, so at the beginning when we broke up, we decided that we will be working, we will still working together. But it was really difficult because our personality are completely different. And that time I said that I'm no more like an assistant, I need more. And my partner, he's very strong personality and he couldn't accept it. And also that time he was with the other relationships, and that was difficult for us to manage that things. So I wanted to do something more than just the teaching. I said I need to do a show, I need to do something to believe in myself. I remember that I went to Lisbon, to Sembanopé. I was completely destroyed. I didn't believe in myself. I said, okay, if I will not have a dance partner, everything will be ruined. And I went there and I met, I had this, Miguel helped me a lot, Paula helped me a lot, and a lot of instructors started to dance with me. And Aga, you're really good. You should teach, you should dance, you're really good. And when that time I really started to believe in myself. I started to do a lot of solo things. And I said, okay, if I will be not teaching with the partner, I will do my stuff by my own. I will see what will happen. But I need to invest in that because no one here was doing that except Gosia in Warsaw. Not too many people were doing these things. Dunia was there, but it was mainly Afro house or the modern dances, and no one was doing the traditional. And I saw that that had a lot in the couple dance, in the body movement. So I invested a lot. Then I went to Porto, to you. We had the last project last time, and I also was talking with you. And I was talking with Cork and Judith because they had similar situation. And that made me believe that, okay, it will be better. And then I started to talk with my partner, with Maciek, if he wants to do a show with me. And he said, why not? Me? Okay, so let's do it. We started to talk together, and that time my ex-partner said that, okay, let's stop dancing because it doesn't work. So we say, okay, not a problem. For the new year, I'm starting to work with Maciek and you are working separately. And we started to do the things with Maciek. And a lot of people believed so much in me and Maciek that we were really surprised. And that gave me a huge power that we can really do something. People remember us like Aga and Pavel, and now they have completely different vision, completely new stuff, completely new me, as they said. Maciek was completely new, but they said us, you're great. I know you as Aga, how you're teaching, how the person you are. So we're believing with you. So we are hiring for the workshops, for the festivals, for some events, and that started. So what gave me the power? The first thing, people who believed in me. That was, I think, the most stronger kick in my ass, that people said, Aga, continue, you're great. My friends also told me that. So still people. The second thing, when I believed that, okay, I'm not so bad, I started to invest myself and I saw, I'm not so bad. People started to come to my classes, started to believe in what I'm saying to them regarding body movement, so the solo stuff. So that helped a lot. Then we started to cooperate with Maciek. He is a professional dancer. He's so nice person and a huge, really great dancer. So I was really lucky to have him. I'm really lucky to have him. And when we started to do the new things, I learned a lot from him because he's the standard ballroom dancer. So his knowledge about the methodology of teaching and how to move the body, what is moving, and he could say it. For me, it was like, wow. So I'm giving him one thing, he was giving me something else, and we were growing together. So I survived thanks to the people, thanks to myself, thanks to that I really want to learn, and I'm still learning, and thanks to that I'm thinking that fight is not a good idea. I'm all the time saying that everyone can have a connection and have the how can I say it, agreement or something like this. So you can tell, even with your enemies, even with you people that you don't like, even to the stranger people, you can still have something to connect. And the fight is not a good idea. You can be friends, whatever you're doing. For me, something like a competition doesn't exist actually, because competition is good for me actually. So I'm teaching with my competitors. For example, Gosia Poręba is my competitor, the stronger competitor in Poland. But we're doing stuff together. We're learning together. We're doing workshops together. We're learning from each other all the time. We're really good friends. So for me, friendships, people, it's the best to survive and the best to do what you love.
Okay,
so that's the advice.
Very good. Yeah, this is very good to inspire people and to say that it's okay. It's not only one solution. There are several solutions to make your dream come true. The only thing is you need to really believe, you need really to want, and you need to open your mind and your soul in a way that things can happen. Things come to you, and when they come to you, you grab them and you go for it. Yes.
And don't give up.
This is a very good the things that you are saying to inspire all the people that everything is possible. You just need to want and make it happen.
And another advice for those that are listening, and for those that will listening after, with such an inspirational story that you have, and example of strength, it starts from the first moment that you decide to don't stay alone and you decide to do something. So this, I think, is the best advice to anybody that can be mainly psychologically not in the best conditions. If you allow yourself to get into the dark, it will get even more dark and more dark. So you need to allow yourself to get experience. Go out, try to find different people. Like Einstein would say, it's a synonym of madness if you keep doing the same things in the same way and you try to have different results. So if you want different results, you need to do different stuff. So what you made was, let me go out of Poland. I will go to Lisbon to find different people, to find different experience. And luckily, the universe presents you the people that you needed at that time to give you the strength. And each personality will be different, because some people, they just need to receive a slap on the face to wake up. Other people, they need some love in order that they can wake up. And there is nothing correct or nothing incorrect. Good that you had what you needed at that time in order that you can go forward and find a good partnership and find something. Of course, the backwards history that you have, the backwards path, it's something that makes part of you. It makes part of your memory and allow you to get to the place that you are. And what you are saying regarding the enemies and all that stuff, I'm thankful for all the people that made me bad things in my past, because allowed me to grow, allowed me to pass to that experience. So I don't regret the bad experience of my life, because made me what I am nowadays. And of course, mainly in relationships like you had, for sure you had amazing moments, you had bad moments, but altogether, it's something that make parts of yourself and create Agnieszka, the beautiful Agnieszka that we have nowadays. Good.
Actually, there's something more, because if I can say you, dance actually saved my life before I started to dance salsa. I was in really deep depression that time before I started to dance. And then I met people who are dancing. I was very deeply in salsa. And I remember that time that dance saved my life. So when second problems appeared, I said, okay, dance is something that can really take you out of the problems, take you out of the depression, everything. So don't allow to take it up. So that is why I still continue at that time.
Good job.
Beautiful.
But for sure, girls, is much more difficult for girls when you're breaking with the partner, dance partner. Girls, it's a man environment actually. Men's mainly are leading everything. So for the girls, it's really difficult. But if you believe that you can do something, you can do it even by yourself. So now it's good.
Nowadays we have nowadays we have a lot of good examples. 10 years ago would be much more difficult. The things are changing thanks to people like you, thanks to people like Vanessa in our community, other girls, even with the urban kids community like Carola, like Sara Panero, Sara Lopez, all these girls, Paula also with the work that she do, all this work that individual women are doing and showing power and showing that they have an important role in this community, it's changing. So it's getting better. It takes time, but I believe that things will get there. So regarding, you spoke already that you are dancing with Magic, you are having this project, although you still have your day job, you keep investing and going forward in the dance. What are your projects nowadays? Of course, now during COVID, they are slowing down for sure, but forgetting that part, what are your projects at this moment?
Okay, so I have Masemba with Maciek. So we are teaching with couple, and the workshop started in Poland. So we already had one workshop, and in 2 weeks we have another one at Maciek's place. So we're still working together. Maciek with his girlfriend Viola has now beautiful girl, small girl. She's wonderful. So yes, so I'm all the time, when I can, I'm going with them to meet them and to work together with Maciek. So this is the first project we have, Masemba. The second is I'm still teaching in Poznań, and I have my partner here in Poznań. He is my student, Damian. He's amazing. He was dancing in the first project with you, so you know Damian for sure. Yes, very, very talented guy. Now he's expecting a baby with his wife, Basia. Yes, so probably he will have a break. So I'm thinking who can manage to be my partner during these 3 weeks. I have some ideas, but what we need to check this. Even without him, I have some guys here, my students who can help me in teaching. So teaching in the school in Paris are still continue. I have also in the other school my solo classes. So this is something that I'm still continuing. And of course, I have my own project, Jinga Ladies Project. This year was the second edition of girls. I had more than 20 girls in the group, so huge group. The second edition was this year, but we couldn't have the show because COVID ruined that. So we wanted to have a premiere during Warsaw Kizomba Festival, but it was not possible actually. So the girls are waiting for the next shows, and I'm doing something like a second edition, second edition. So I inviting girls who want to join the team, because girls said, we do not remember the choreography, we need the trainings. So I had, okay, we can do the trainings, do the choreography from the beginning, and the new girls can join us and do this choreography with us. So that was the idea. We want to start in September. We'll see what will happen, but that was the project I'm really investing right now, because I had this experience after two editions that girls really want to do something with themselves, because there are not too many guys who they can dance with and do the project. So if they are not partners, we can dance alone, and I can show them that African dances are difficult, but everyone can do it, and that will help to improve them in the couple dance. So I'm doing the traditional dances, the modern dances. I'm showing them everything. I have girls who are starting really from the beginning with the solo dance, and they, Afro is not for me. And then they went into the stage and I say, wow, it's great. And now they're really huge fan of the traditional dances and African solo dances. So that gave me a really power to do maybe the third edition next year. We'll see. So that's my main project. Masemba classes here in Poznan, Ginga project. I'm thinking about the project in couple, but I need to talk with my partner. He was thinking also about it, but it's quite difficult for us because he's living 300 or 400 kilometers from me, completely different part of Poland. Yes, imagine. So it's not easy to work together, but we are handling that.
Beautiful. So I don't know, usually we let the two final questions to the end connected to the dreams and to the projects. We have this metaphor of the ladder of dance, the ladder of success, with this idea that we should have the dreams transformed in projects, and these projects with step by step in order that we can get there, in order that the dream starts materializing and being able to happen and not just being in our head. So with this idea of the ladder, it's like your big dream is on the top of the ladder, but we should be able to not only look up, because it will look very difficult to get there, and we start procrastinating and telling, okay, I will do this later because this is difficult. I will do it later because this is difficult. I will never get there. So what we advise always is to look down and look to the first step in order that you can do a small movement in order to get there. So you do the first step, then you do the second step, and you start going up on the ladder till one day that you get your goal. So having this in consideration, what is your next step?
My next step, I think I will still continue to learn the solo African dances, the traditional African dances. Because my dream, I had three dreams connected with that. The first is to dance in the Pechu group, ballet Kilandupilo. That is my dream, really. And Pechu knows about it.
He knows that?
Yes. This is what, yeah, I told him. I don't know if he remembers, but I told him that one day I really would love to work with them, to dance in the show with them. So that was my first dream. The second dream is actually connected with you, a little bit, because I always wanted to do something like a Ginga boot camp in Porto. Because, you know, all projects actually started in Porto at that stage together with you. So that was maybe not the first things, but this is something that really gave us a huge power to do this kind of projects. So I always wanted to do the boot camp, maybe my own Ginga project in Porto during the Dimanche, something like this. So that was my, and perform with my girls at your stage. That's the second dream.
Beautiful. Let's talk about that. So let's do the ladder. What we need to get there. So prepare everything, send it to me and we'll analyze. So the first step is done. You already talked with us.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
You spoke about 3 dreams.
The third? No, I said 2.
Oh,
that was 2.
Okay, I heard 3.
So, but these two dreams, in my opinion, they are quite easy to achieve. Okay, so it's not so difficult. It's something quite easy to reach. But do you have this big dream? The one that you think that, damn, it will take a lot to get there, but I would love to be there one day.
Actually, continuing this Ginga project, I would love to have the project as the international project. Because I think that most of the girls do not believe in themselves. And this kind of project, when I saw how people are changing after taking part in such project. I saw the girl, mainly talking about the girls. They were shy. They were thinking, okay, I will be dancing at the end. Don't show me. I'm just trying. And then they appeared like stars after the project. So that helped them to believe in themselves and to do something more in their life. So my dream is to do some kind of projects internationally to give the power for the girls that they can believe in themselves, and that the performing help them to show off and to believe in themselves and help them to achieve privately what they want. So I think one of the hugest dream is to do this internationally. So to do just like you did, for example, hug dance, yes, for the people from all over the world. So I would like to have the girls project like this. So to show them that African dancers are available.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Can I give you an advice?
Sure.
So try to do a kind of small documentary, something like Home Edition, picking up your girls, the transformation of your girls, the ones that you have, the ones that were totally afraid of going to Afro solo dances, and then when they got on stage, you were the one that stayed amazed, saying, "Damn girl, that was good," and create this kind of testimonials in order that girls can show by words the transformation that they got, not only connected to dance, because this kind of project, in my perspective, it's not directed for professional dancers. This is directed for common women that need this extra help to get their empowerment. And this can have an amazing impact in a lot of people's life. So maybe to do this small documentary could be the first step on your stair to be able to get there. Because when you publish, some people will be able to connect with that. And after, I advise you also to write down a project with all the things that could be part of this project that you have. Imagine that can be not only connected to the dance. Imagine, give you this example, Paula, she's studying a lot about meditation, healthy stuff, blah, 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 blah. Imagine that you create a project that creates something that women can get extra information to improve as a human being and as a woman. And you can have your main project that is connected to dance, but around that, you can have like guest people, like Paula, like some people that are not connected to dance, and you have something that will allow them to improve. And nowadays, people are getting very used to the online system. So of course, being present is one thing, but with these online products, it's much easier to get there. And then a third advice, I advise you to choose one person in any part of the world to be your, your pioneer.
Partner?
No, to be your pioneer. So somebody that you will offer this project, somebody that you will not charge for that, in a question of partnership, and to test yourself. And after testing, you can collect testimonials from people that are far away from you. This is what we are doing with these KTT talks. We are showing people the transformation that people had after training with us, after receiving what we have to share. That is not only a bunch of steps structured in a book. This makes part of an experience, a life experience that change lives. And this is our major goal. It's to have impact in people's lives. And arriving now, speaking with you, we are in 2020. You had our first training in 2013. And we get personal ties. We have more than just a relationship in dance. We have good relationship in other things. We know things about each other that it's just not something that we can consider friends. So having an understanding of your path and knowing you since May 2013 and talking to you now, it's beautiful to see your improvement as a human being. So having that experience, you have everything you need to be able to help other people. You just need to sit down. You just need to imagine, to look back to your life. What were the things that make the difference in your life, and use your experience to help others. And I think your dream, your big dream, will be easy to get, because it have an impact, and you will do it for your passion. And when we do something by passion, things happen. We start our project Afro Latin Connection 2005, and only in 5 years we were able to have the dream of any dancer. That is our place, the Mais. That is a building with 3 floors, with 5 studios, with 1,000 students, organizing 3 festivals with our own stage. So this is a dream of anybody that work with dance. And this is how a lot of people get inspired when they come to our trainings also live, because they see that it's possible. And 5 years, it's nothing to get there. And this was possible because we have a lot of people that helped us, of course, but we were following our dream by passion. So if you have that, but I believe that you will have impact in a lot of people's life, and it will become a beautiful project.
For sure. Go for it, girl.
Thank you. I will. You know, when I have something in my hand and I'm very passionate of this, I'm trying to get there. Sometimes slower, sometimes faster. But if I want something, probably I will be into this. So keep your fingers crossed.
Now in this live, so this is a sign from the universe. In this live appear a profile that the name is Motivation Day. So this means something. Motivation Day, enter on this live during this conversation. So it means something. 3 advices.
You know, this is a blog who is running by one of my students, and I was doing workshops for them. Amazing girls, helping women.
I like to look to these signs as it means something. 3 advices. Small documentary with your students. Create a product. 3rd, arrange somebody to test that product in a different country. Okay, you know a lot of people. You have a lot of connections between people, ladies inside of the Ginga projects and something like that. For sure, we'll find somebody to be your partner to test this. And that way you can collect other testimonials. And after this, you open a project that will allow you to help people, but also to create a business around that, because you deserve a flight.
Thank you. About the 3rd advice, I was thinking about it even earlier to do that with somebody. So this is what you say. That was something that said that it is a good direction. So the 3rd advice, I was just started to think about it. So thank you.
Nice.
So
thank you.
Instagram just give us 1 hour. We are getting to the end, and usually we finish asking you to leave a message to the audience.
Oh, leave a message. Okay. So the first is to the guys. Guys, don't stop to listen to the girls, because sometimes they can give you good advice. That's the first thing. So don't think that you're leading and you're the best. Sometimes girls give you some tips that you can be better. To the girls, the first thing, guys have really big job to do with us. So sometimes girls don't mess up, and give them to do their job, because sometimes we think that we're stronger, but actually they're leading us. And believe that you can add something to your dance. You're not just the followers. You can add much more to your dance. You can give some fun. You can give some movement. Of course, don't interrupt their leading, but you can do a lot. If you want, just do it. Don't be shy. So this is the advice to guys and girls. And to them, generally, just continue your passion. If there's something that you love, go into it, because that can really bring a shine to your life and can really help in the very bad moments of your life. That can really help you. So that's all.
I will add something extra, and we'll start doing this every KTT talks. You will be the first one. I want a commitment, something that you will do today or tomorrow in order that will happen your dream. Something that you commit yourself that will do immediately today or tomorrow maximum, and you will post on social media that you made it.
Okay.
What?
What? Oh God, I don't know.
You have to
actually, I for sure I need to push more for this Ginga project. So for sure I need to connect with the girls much more, because I had no time for this. So for sure I need to, first what I need to do is to contact with the girls and try to push them to join to the project, to do it bigger. This is the first, but this is not what you're expecting.
No, I'm not expecting nothing. I just want something clear. What you are saying is like blah, blah, blah. for example, let's be
Okay.
clear. You call to your student and you ask her to tell what transformation she had before the project and after the project. You record that and
Okay.
you publish that. Okay?
Okay.
Today or tomorrow?
Yes.
And you
Okay, I will do it today and tomorrow. Tomorrow I will have 2 girls here. No, Friday morning they will be here visiting me. So I can even do a record, but that will be Friday.
Okay.
But
so
I can
Friday.
talk with them
Friday
to
you
do
do
it.
that, you post Friday and
Yes.
you tag us in order that we can make sure that you made it.
Okay. Okay.
Buziaki.
Butaki.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
It
very
was
much.
really good to see you. I love you guys.
As well.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.